So we have made it to the last movie in my Christopher Nolan series before we review the new release, Tenet, and today's movie is going to be Dunkirk. Dunkirk follows the Allied soldiers from Belgium, the British Empire, and France who are surrounded by the German army and evacuated during a fierce battle in World War II. This, of course, being true-life events. Can Christopher Nolan translate all this onto screen? Let's go find out. Dunkirk is one of Christopher Nolan's best looking movies. There's so many wide shots which show the whole battlefield, which show all the ships, all the planes, and all the extras who have taken up as these soldiers. Just seeing that with all the destruction, it all looks so great. You know, all of this was very tragic, but Christopher Nolan had this way of making this whole movie feel very, very real. Every corner there was a tense moment. You can feel the tension. You can feel why they are so traumatized, because not only is it tense, but just everything feels so realistic. For me, one thing that mainly did it for me in terms of realism was gunshots and the sound of the planes flying. You know, we've seen in many movies gunshots, we've seen planes flying, but these had a different sound, and they sound like they would be more accurate to World War II, and they were all, the volume of it was really increased, so the opening scene you're very caught by surprise by these loud gunshots, and everyone feels deafening, just like it would for those people in the war. Hats off to the sound department for that one. To cover much of this escape as they could, they covered 3 different angles. They showed the people on the beach, someone up in the sky flying a plane, and we had the civilians coming to save the wounded soldiers. So it just gave us some nice perspectives on things that happened in this movie, and I think it all paid off very well. Most Christopher Nolan movies are quite long, but this has to be, besides following his first movie, this has to be one of his shorter ones, but that doesn't matter. It feels perfect. It doesn't overdo things, doesn't underdevelop things. It's all in a very nice place. If it went on for too long, then it could have dragged, but then if it was any shorter, we wouldn't know the whole story. However, when it did show us these 3 point of views, things got a bit confusing when it re-shows an event from the other person's perspective. It repeats things just from a different angle. That could lead to some confusion, especially if it all took place at night or during the day. You know, you couldn't really tell if it was the same thing or not at times. And even with these characters, they didn't really have much development. That could have been intentional just to focus on the realism of the war, but I would have liked to known about them, because once again, I just didn't care for them too much. You didn't know anything about them. You didn't know what they will do when they get home, if they actually care, if they make it home, if they have anyone to see. So just giving us someone that we somewhat knew about, I guess we kind of did, but a fully fleshed out character would have been nice for this movie. And with that, there wasn't even much dialogue, so you can't really develop the characters with very little dialogue. So I just found that a bit of a shame. And it's no surprise, Tom Hardy is a fantastic actor. I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed that his talent was throughout this movie, as he was only confined to his plane with the mask on, once again in a Christopher Nolan movie. So we didn't get to see him acting too much. You know, he could have been better in the field, so we could have seen his acting expressed a lot more. But on my final verdict, Dunkirk is a very realistic feeling war movie which captures all the right details. However, it feels slightly disappointing with underdeveloped characters which we couldn't care for too much. Nonetheless, still a solid movie, and I'm going to give Dunkirk a 7 out of 10. And if you're a war movie fan, definitely check this one out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've stuck around to watch all my Christopher Nolan reviews, then you'll know which one comes next. We have the new release, Tenet. Let's forget about that. Tell me what you thought about Dunkirk in the comments. I would really appreciate if you'd like and subscribe. Anyways, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video.